The Hopi Prophecy. There were once two twin brothers, one full of darkness and one full of light. The brother of light is the one who taught us all we know. Called the white buffalo by some tribes and other various names. The white brother told us of things to come when he returned. Here in a spaceship, he brought with him the knowledge we now have as far as how to do dances, treat all of Mother Earth, all living things and ourselves plus our communities. He warned that in time certain things would come our way because of white man's choices. Not our choices but because of theirs. They chose the technological things, technology, over the things of nature. There are two roads in life's choices: one, the black road, the wolf in sheep's clothing; the dark road, the takers, ones who took from us and stole from us; the black dog, concerned only with sleeping, eating, sex, selfish and self-centered. 2. The red road, the red man's ways of life, love, peace, healing, and acceptance of our ways. The road to life, giving freely of what you have been given freely. The ways of nature and Mother Earth. The white man, Europeans, ways are not our ways. They are more concerned with technology advancement, internet, wireless phones, reliance upon solar panels, hydro, dams, electricity, and everything being driven by electricity. Reliance upon pills, medication, doctors, nurses, hospitals, institutions and vaccines. Airplane travel and car travel plus gasoline and oil that pollute our air. Reliance upon refrigerators, stoves, heating, air conditioning, television, radio, internet, and phones for all their needs and wants. We were warned these things would come, and those who chose to be reliant upon them would lead us on the wrong path. The path of reliance upon their ways instead of nature's ways. We were warned that they would buy our items and then steal those from us, like the peace pipe and sacred soapstone, our healing crystals, our dances, and all our traditions. Telling us that we had to do it their way instead of relying upon the land we so dearly love. This has happened due to their ancestors. They are what we called the pilgrims who were shipped here. The slaves. They were slaves because they were criminals. They believed in polygamy, murder, theft, didn't know how to read or write, all of which were crimes in the lands they lived on. We were called the Black Moors. They came here because of our abundance of gold, silver, precious stones, healing, horses, cattle, and ways of healing. We were warned if we interbred with them and told them of our ways, it would lead to our downfall. We were not to interbreed with them or follow their ways. We kept our history and traditions we handed down orally, so there was no record. We carved them into stone or painted them. We hid our ways from them for a reason. In return, they used this technology they found against us. So we used our spiritual weapons as a defense, not offense. Certain ones still come against us and tell us we are wrong and that we don't know what we are doing, and worse. These are the ones who have chosen to stay plugged into the matrix, the web of lies, saying we are going through climate change, we are overpopulated, and various other lies. They tell us to cease fighting everyone and everything and quit doing what we know is right, like offering tobacco for peace. We were warned that they would come for the East and the West, to take us out of which they have. The East is China, Israel, England, and Russia. The West is the Western ways of men, Western medicine, democracy, and liberalism. Their dependence is not upon our Creator, Great Spirit, because their dependence is upon man's ways, self-sufficiency. Believing falsely that they are independent, due to their success and accomplishments. They falsely believe they are awake to what is going on when they aren't. They have become so dependent upon the social system, they are comfortable where they are, dependent upon the society, the government for their paycheck, medical problems, and all that encompasses that has left us lean. The ways of the Europe and China. All of this is what has led us to where we are today, in World War III. Every nation against every nation, in the spiritual war we are in of children of light, against children of darkness. The Hopi Prophecy let us know that when it got to this point, some from the West and the East might have to migrate to the heart of the United States to where it's safe. Many were told to get arks of safety set up, for those that would come their way, because those arks of refuge will be needed during a certain time period. These ones of darkness are not to enter our ark of refuge, even if they knock on our doors and want in. We keep our arks safe no matter the cost, because during the days of darkness, those ones of darkness will die physically since they are dead spiritually. They tell you that any higher power will work, like a doorknob, a group of like-minded people, or anything you choose, which is not correct. It is only the way of the red man and the red man's ways of life, liberty and justice for all. We children of light, the rainbow warriors, have been chosen to bring in the new earth and make it green again. We have been chosen to restore the economy and rebuild what has been lost during this storm of chaos. We were told to be rainbow warriors and fight in the spiritual or in the physical for freedom of us and all other inhabitants of the earth, and when we do this, the earth will be free from the strongholds of darkness that is over each area. Once the cleaning up process is over, then the children of darkness will no longer be here to inherit the new earth, the new heavens or the garden. They will be removed from existence and our minds wiped clean of their names and deeds they have done to us. There will be no record of them because they will be extradited back to their countries of origin, and there, they will be either imprisoned for their crimes, or put on a universal basic income. If they have a criminal background, receiving a slap on the wrist and still continue being like they once were, and not paying their debt to society, they will be removed and put into either the local jail, the county jail, prison, or given the death penalty, depending upon their degree of crimes against humanity. We will become the greatest in society and they will become the least. Why? Because in the spiritual kingdom, it states those seen as the least in society are the greatest in the spiritual kingdom. Those seen as the greatest in society are seen as the least in the spiritual kingdom. They are children of darkness, negativity, and a self-run riot. We, on the other hand, are the ones who do things the red man way, the red road. We, the rainbow warriors, are the ones chosen to inherit the new earth and make help her, Mother Earth, to be green again.